Hello again, everybody. Comic book lovers, comic book fans. I'm Wild Bill from Comic Book Geezers. Welcome to another episode.
And I'm Pete. Thanks for joining us again. We've got a jam-packed show today on the Defenders.
The Defenders first appeared in a title called Marvel Feature, and they went 3 or 4 issues.
3 issues, yep.
This is issue number 3. This is the oldest, I guess you could say, of my Defenders collection. I have a lot of the books between issues 6 and 50. They went over 100 issues, the Defenders. Yeah. Very successful.
Various people in the teams, yep.
The original team was the Hulk, Doctor Strange, and Prince Namor. And by the time they got their own title, this is from 1973, this book, but it started in 72. But my oldest Defenders of the title is issue number 6. And Valkyrie was another member who joined the Defenders at some point. Iceman was also an original at some point in the beginning, and then he left. So this is Iceman up here.
Is that the Surfer up there, actually?
No, is it? It is a Silver Surfer.
That's a Surfer.
I know Iceman is in here. Yeah, I should do my homework, right, kids? Yeah.
Is that the Black Knight they're fighting there?
Yes, it looked like a Black Knight.
And actually, the actual birth of the Defenders actually took place in the Submariner comic. There was a storyline where Hulk and Namor are going at it, and then Silver Surfer gets involved, but then the Avengers come in and try to put a stop to everything, and those three actually team up against the Avengers. That's how the Defenders actually
And here comes Hawkeye
Yep.
from the Avengers. Hulk, Namor.
What else you got there? All sorts of people up
Valkyrie's up here.
Yep.
She eventually became a member.
This guy, I remember this guy. He was a big foe of Namor. I forget his name.
Really?
What is his name? Atuma. That's it.
Atuma.
Yes.
That's issue number 7. I don't have issue number 8, which is a good clash. There's 8 and 9. Iron Man fights Hawkeye.
Of course, those are Avengers, right? So,
yes. And then you got the Defenders coming in, because there is a point there where Hawkeye is like an ally to the Defenders.
That might have been the time where he was on the outs with the Avengers. Remember, he quit the Avengers.
I believe that's when this is.
Yeah, he was tired of being like the kind of the whipping boy in the Defenders, the Avengers.
The Avengers.
Yeah.
So he went AWOL.
But he was the weakest guy, right? I mean,
he was.
He didn't have any powers.
He's kind of like a weak Green Arrow.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, unfortunately. But
cool Love character. The cover of this one.
Look at that.
Issue number 10. Thor
Battle
versus
Deluxe.
Hulk.
Look at that.
And here you have everybody else. Hawkeye.
Surfer.
Iceman. That ain't the Surfer. Yes, it is. I keep saying Iceman. I know he's in the Defenders, but where?
I don't know. Maybe in the future. I don't remember.
I thought he was. A great conflict always when Hulk takes on anybody.
I wonder who did the cover. That's very well done.
I'm not sure if you can read it there. Sometimes they don't tell you. I don't see a name on here. But again, I'll show you one more time, kids.
Yeah.
The Hulk versus Thor.
I actually did some research the other day, and I looked online to see if I could find any information on all the different Hulk versus Thor battles and who won each one of them. It's pretty fascinating if you do a Google search on that.
This is great, too. This is issue number 11.
Yeah,
this is pretty cool. There's the Silver Surfer, not Iceman.
When you think, when you just look at this team. I mean, look at the guys who are in this team. That's way more powerful than the Avengers.
Well, you got 2 of the strongest guys in the Marvel Universe right here: Silver Surfer and the Hulk.
And Namor's not far behind him.
And Thor before
and Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
That's a pretty potent team right there.
Great, and this guy is in control of this monster.
Yeah.
This is issue 11. Moving right
Speaking
along.
of monsters.
Wasn't this the same monster from the Titan from the previous issue I showed you, number 3?
Yep, that's the same
Pull
guy.
it back out here for comparison, contrast.
Yep.
Look at that.
Bill actually just bought a monster comic that
Monsters
like
on
10
the
years before this.
Issue number 14.
Yep.
And he first appeared in Monsters on the Prowl. This monster appeared on Monsters on the Prowl, issue 11 and 14.
It's like a space yeti.
Yeah. Definitely. And there's Valkyrie up there.
Yep.
She's on the team at this point. Great covers, I always thought, the Defenders. I only had 3 in my collection, which was issues 30, 31, and 33, I think, or 31, 32, and 34. But when I started collecting comics again 2 years ago, I really started to go off with the Defenders.
It's a good team. Very underrated.
Yes, very underrated.
Fighting the Squadron Sinister there, another arch rival.
Of villains.
Villain team,
They take on a lot of different people. A lot of the Avengers they've taken on.
Yeah. It's another idea for a future show. All these supervillain teams. There's quite a few of them. Are actually pretty cool. Oh,
Now,
look at that.
this villain is awesome.
Yeah, he is.
I forget his name.
Probably is that Nebulon or something like
That's
that?
it. I was going to say Nitro, but I know Nitro's a villain he's different against Captain Marvel.
As you can see here, Nemo's got his new suit, which premiered in, I believe, it was issue 68 or 3. Or that's something that mid 60s of his own.
With the golden wings under his arms.
Yeah.
Kind of like Spider-Man with the webs under his armpits in the original early 70s. But here they are trapped in an evil sphere. They fight this guy. He shows up in a couple different issues, that villain.
Is that the Blob down the corner there? Yeah, it's a Magneto and the evil mutants. That's right.
This is issue 15. Great covers. Issue 16, more of the Blob.
Yeah.
Hulk versus Blob. Magneto. Nighthawk.
Yeah, we got Nighthawk now,
he kind of looks like takes the place of Hawkeye at
Yes, I think so.
this point.
Yeah.
Right? And Valkyrie's still in the picture. Doctor Strange.
So here we start to see the team members changing a little bit. So
And then you get an appearance here with Luke Cage.
there you go.
This is issue 18. I don't have issue 17.
My man, the Wrecker. This is the Wrecking Crew. We talked about them in another episode.
Yes, check it out.
So here you see the team changing. So by this point, Namor is kind of on his way out of the team. Cage comes in on like a part-time basis. You've got Nighthawk coming in, Valkyrie's in. So, over the next few issues, you would start to see different lineups here and there.
This is something you usually don't see. The Hulk knocked out.
Yeah, well,
So is Doctor Strange.
That's a good one. I have this one. It's a really good issue.
This is issue 19.
These guys were a great team, too. I mean, the Wrecking Crew.
Oh, yeah, for villains.
Yeah.
That guy with that pipe, he's the leader, right? This guy?
That's the Wrecker, yeah, with his crowbar. That's awesome. Oh,
Issue number 20.
Look at this.
Enter the Thing. Ben Grimm.
And again, the Doctor Strange of Valkyrie. Knocked out.
Yes, not looking good.
The Thing comes to save the day.
He's stepping in for the Hulk. Look at that. Issue 21. They kind of have to talk the Hulk down. He's kind of going on the, AWOL,
Yeah.
as he always does when he wants to.
I was never a big fan of the Nighthawk character. I kind of thought he was a jerk.
Wasn't he also in the Avengers? I don't know.
I don't know. Later on, maybe. I don't know. But
He came into the Defenders.
He never really did much of anything before then. I don't know. That's again one of those guys that just never really caught on, so they just threw him in a team. But he was in the Defenders for quite a while.
Always good artwork, though.
Yeah.
This one, the tentacles make me think of Machine Man, but it's not.
Yeah, he's either Doc Ock, one of the two.
Definitely cool.
Which one was that?
This is issue 23.
23.
And then this is 24. But again, great artwork.
This is when they started having all sorts of people come and help them out. So you can see you got Damian Hellstrom, Son of Satan, the Daredevil, Yellow Jackets there.
Luke
right around
Cage.
this time, they were having like kind of like auditions. So they
Rotating.
had like an open door policy. So like all these guys were coming in and out of the Defenders.
Well, the main three were Doctor Strange, the Hulk, Valkyrie, and
Nighthawk.
Nighthawk.
Yeah.
Here's Daredevil again. This is part 2 of this story.
Are they fighting Hydra there, or is that AIM? I don't remember. I forgot. I haven't read these in a while.
I'm not sure. It's been so long since I've read these. Issue 26.
Here we go. Guardians of the Galaxy. Actually, the original Guardians of the Galaxy. Very different from the lineup we know from the movies now.
Yes. Hard to find these books because of the movie Guardians of the Galaxy. These books are hard to get a hold of. Issue 27. I love the cover on this book. Good artwork.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And I don't have 28, but Pete does.
So here we have,
This
is a much sought after book. Yeah, we're just doing the first 30. This is basically the debut of Starhawk.
Yeah, which is this guy here in the blue suit, dominating the page.
Many of you know from the early Guardians of the Galaxy, also from the Ravagers.
We were at a couple cons last week and the week before, and you didn't even see this book. That's how rare it is to find. And if you do find it, you're lucky if it's $20.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. You're not going to find it in a $1 or a $3 bin.
No, not at all.
I picked this one up like a year and a half ago. This is the first annual of the Defenders, annual number 1. and because it was number 1, I jumped on it.
So a little bit different team here. So we got
Luke Cage,
Hulk, Valkyrie in
Valkyrie.
a different costume. That's Spider-Woman, right? And Doctor Strange and Nighthawk.
I don't know if
Was
that's
that
Spider.
Spider-Woman?
No, it's not.
Oh, no, that's, yeah, what is her name? I forget her name.
I don't know.
Yeah, I forget who that is. Yeah, it's not
Do you want me to open it up and find out?
if you'd like. While he's doing that,
Check
show
this
you
one out. This is the last of my collection because we're on the Defenders. This is the Secret Defenders.
Fairly new, yeah.
1992.
92. So
That's a red foil cover.
Kind of neat, right?
Issue number 1. That's a red metallic foil.
And you got here Doctor Strange, Wolverine, Nomad, Darkhawk, and Spider-Woman. There's Spider-Woman. So what do we got here? Yeah, what was her name again? Oh, the Red Guardian. Okay,
Red
Yeah,
Guardian.
another minor character. Again, another perfect example of these minor characters they just would throw on a popular team in hopes that they would maybe catch on. So
But 2 number 1 issues right there. But this is from 1992 with the red foil cover.
boy, Wolverine made his rounds, huh? He was in like every team known to man.
They were throwing him in every book just to get sales up.
He was an Avenger. He was an X-Men.
You notice
he was
how they got the
Defender.
older uniform too, the blue and yellow.
Yes, yeah,
You know,
classic.
not the brown and yellow. They went back to the older one, but I
Yeah.
like his boots. You know,
Guys, Bill and I were talking about this earlier. So this character is Darkhawk, which we see a lot of younger comic fans talk about today. Very curious if any, what's the deal with Darkhawk? Because he obviously was not a character when we were younger, when we were first.
he
collecting.
came out I think in the 80s,
late '80s, I think, but now everybody talks about Darkhawk.
But I do have the first issue.
He's got the first one. So just curious if you guys are into the Darkhawk character. Leave us some comments. What's
I had the second
What's
and
the
third.
big deal with Darkhawk? Why do you like him? Why is he so popular today? I want to know because I don't really know anything about the character, but you see a lot of people talking about him. So
And
I'm
I
just
bought
curious.
issue 2 and 3 when they first came out on the newsstands because Spider-Man was in them. But I eventually sold them.
Got rid of him.
And now I have number 1. But anyway,
And he's only holding on to that because it's a number one.
number 1. Now, I'm Wild Bill from Comic Book Geezer saying thanks for being with us. That wraps up our Defenders episode. And stay tuned. We have more coming at you.
Yep, I'm Pete, so have a good one. We'll see you real soon.
Take care.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye.